what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You is lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They LA, they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savings, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I had it. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked long, I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex-slick then hit with the back then you out the zip. Blow out the back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the bip. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Fight, Booker T! Fight! Fight, Booker T! Hey, look, who ain't got? Fight, who ain't in? Shot 50, who ain't got? Fight, grenade, all right! Fight, grenade! Fight!
I never switch.
Fight, 1-9, good fight! Fight, 280! Hey, hey! Fight! Fight! Fight!
Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Fight! 380! Hey, 380!
Down Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. See it off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. You tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass.
Fight! Booker T!
I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you
Who ain't got?
in a money, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard.
Fight!
My team
Who
is
ain't in?
legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is again.
Fight!
I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back,
Booker
helmet
T!
on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg.
Who ain't got?
Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some.
Fight! 380!
And tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama, and tell your daddy, tear the whole damn world, this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all hoes my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get lazy so fast. I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass.
Front left, front left.
I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. One in a money league, 2-0. Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? My team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20. Snoop Dogg is. Now get it. Big Snoop Dogg.
Green 80.
The game.
14, Friday. Booker T. 25. Booker T.
This ain't nothing for the back. Got 16 second in the leg. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got the lose.
14.
When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. No, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs. They my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. You know we my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Hey, 190. Hey, alarm! Green 80. Hey, 280. Green 80. All right. Hey, 280. Tight. Hey, Green 80. Good tight. Hey, Booker, good tight. Hey, Booker, T, tight. Hey, 280, Green 80, good. Hey, Green 15. 12, tight. Hey, Green 80. Blue 80, tight. Tight, one, tight. Tight, 280. 280, grenade time! Right, 280! Right! Right, 380!
Frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking
Good guys, 4 down, 4 down.
My
Who ain't
soul's
that?
ambitious, young black and gifted, masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I ain't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't right it. We break
Right,
it down like
Booker T! Zebra, 380, right!
what is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah. And it feel like
Right, Booker T! Let's go, jump right!
whole squad what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel
Right,
like
280!
all day like
Right!
all night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah.
Right, 315! Right! Right, 380! Right! Right, 190! Right! Right, 280, right! Right, 280! I'll go special! 380, right! Right, 380! Got it! 380, right!
Honey, I got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold,
Right, Booker
got me.
T.
End zone,
That's right.
celebrate. I got me. I do my jump in the stand, numb in the man. I'll deal with the hands. Thought he could find me.
Booker
I ruin
T.
their plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. 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 Yeah. They can't get you cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They're on attack when they tackle that damage. They react to back on the camera. High just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intelligence. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Keep the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. These guys all think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years blessed, wet, glorious. I remember when they all be on the dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold. End zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the dance. Numb in the man. I'll deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need to keep it low key. Come with the D like a turkey. I run straight through the D like a train. She ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. Trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork, fantastic. Dominating every facet. From the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
Booker T.
Dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
Right, Booker T. Check. Who ain't got?
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no
280.
change. Okay,
Green
I
eight,
might got some fun, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
315.
Pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge.
14.
Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. Y'all. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. Okay, on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay, death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news.
Green
I do
80.
a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out.
Nice.
Head on, hold on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got my foot on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep it. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are deep, my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay,
Friday.
no game. Okay, all my girls, they love it, hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
280.
Got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown. Come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now?
280.
11 a.m. Check
Hey,
out.
left side.
One child. Tell her it's one now. I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles.
Green 80. Hey, left 280.
But I don't care about it, that's what happens when you got things closer than a match. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it.
Move the kid. Green 80.
Make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket,
Move
no
the
change.
key.
Okay,
Hey.
no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody gonna want it now. Pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
315. Hey, alert. Good time. Green 80.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies
and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, no.
280. Green 80. Spot that. Right.
This be the green light. Tired of the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot you'll see where all the sun
Green 80. We got blue 80.
Moving a frenzy. Blends me all the right cred. Credential. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Not that.
To the letter rock. Turn it
Right.
up. Giving the show. But can you rock it like rock? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? That's a close encounter of what kind?
Move the key. Jump right. Green 80.
When it was time to get it lit, we got it high like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot, and you know we got breath control, so we need to breather. Cardio kingpin.
What's left? What's right?
And you know we can't wait to bring spin. A-star classes, A+ final. Vocals we align like it on simultaneously over joints and rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got. 3 times
315. Bang out. Bang. Blue 80.
And if the game had been insert upheaval the ground, cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crown. Are you ready? Are you set?
Green 80.
Jump to the
Hey,
rhythm as hard as you
Green
can
80.
go. Steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all. Flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets full?
Right.
Counter of what kind?
Blue 80.
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Fight! Ladies! Fight! Fight! Green 80! Fight!
Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Like rockets, that's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Fight! Booker T!
Check, Mike 50, Mike 50!
Alert!
No.
Fight!
Now Wilson on first down, buying time to his left. And his first pass is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
What's tight? Tight ends right. What's tight? Tight ends right. Alert! 3 down.
Good guys, 4 down.
To throw again, Wilson. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47.
Check. Fresno. 18. Check. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Go.
First carry for the former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Gun. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Good job right there.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson flushed out right. He'll run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
At their own 20-yard line.
A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 down.
From the 22, Haskins. He dumps it off to Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mike 51. Replay. Mike 51. Stop your running. Hayward.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Scarlett. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Check. Whip. Watch the whip. Zebra. Hook. 58, the money. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Open man is Anderson. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
See me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check. Say.
Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Shoot. Alert flare. Kill. One flare. Shoot. Easy. Check.
This is Scarlett on the carry. Able to push his way through. And he's got room. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good, and, of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot, taking on a defender to give him the chance that they did, and he took full advantage of it.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Jack, go 14. Any day. Check 99. Far left.
On 2nd down now. It's Ingram, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Bang out. I'm coming. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. That's fair. All the way back home, yo. 19. These babies crawl all the way back home.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. Uses the stiff arm. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He'll get this into the hands of Bird. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Tavecchio pushed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
They will start the drive with Scarlett. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the guys. 4 down. 4 down. Shift.
Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Watch it. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Go.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Gun.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Look left. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
65, 51 the mic, boys. 51.
Haskins from his own end zone to Barkley on the check down. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Haskins. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down, Cleveland.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And he hits Drake. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. The toss out to Barkley. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Saquon Barkley, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Wilson operating from the gun. Being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here we go. Here we go. 24 is the mic. All day.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
We can't be
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, here's Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, hold on. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down, Barkley trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brings up third down.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson, he's going to air. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Robbie Anderson, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Succa, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins, open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. That throw good for only a couple and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Past the 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damiere Byrd, 77 yards, and the Browns have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
25. You got time right there. Jim. Wow.
Now Scarlett. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Mike 50. Watch the slats.
Here's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
36 power.
On third down, Wilson. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Switch.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Check. Lucky. Run left. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 14, got it. Check that.
On the handoff, it's Scarlett. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch twist. Hey, check 24. 12.
They turn to Scarlett again, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter.
Grenade! 50! Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check out. Hey, alert. Come. Check 52. Alert. Check 26.
He gets this one to Johnson. That catch good for 5. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
New England on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
I'll go special. He's not going to get me. Check. Crunch. Mike Smith.
From the gun, Wilson, flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Alert.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Brian Burns. And that will force a turnover on downs. A first down carry for Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Hey, Mike 51.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Now Wilson to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 17.
58's Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 3 bucks. Touch 50.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins, they'll set up the screen to Barkley.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Third down. Here's Haskins. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a give here to Scarlett. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
He'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Casey Hayward makes the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. This is Barkley. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 3rd down, Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. They'll run with Barkley. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for Cleveland, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England,
Tell me what you want, what you need, tell me what you wanna give me.